Vanar Shala. Welcome back to learn more about how to build a strong foundation for your body for your parkour practice. Today we are going to learn about the hips. The hips are a vital part of our body. They are central to our body, to our locomotion and to our parkour practice, because parkour in itself pretty much uses the entire body for almost all the movements we do. As with all the joints we've been learning about, hips के लिए भी हम पहले awareness build करेंगे. Let us start by pushing our hips sideways in a single plane. I'm not letting my hip go out of this plane. I'm just keeping it moving sideways, pushing with my oblique muscles and my glute muscles here. I'm going to do the same thing for back and forth. And I'm also going to start learning the diagonal. Eventually, I'm going to make hip circles with all these. A simple movement like this sends good signals to the subsequent joints below and above the joint we are talking about to work in coordination. For example, the knees here, the ankles and the chest on top. Each of these movements we're going to do 5 times. So we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, so on till 5. 1, 1, 1, 1, change axis, 1 and 5 hip circles on each side. The second warm-up exercise is leg swings. For this, it's good to kind of get some wall support. We're going to stand on one leg and simply start by doing small swings on the other leg. It's going to go front and back, front and back. Try not to let your balance go haywire and change your axis of movement. We are then going to change the axis of this movement. So going to go from side to side like so, and so on for the other side. The benefit of this exercise is particularly highlighting the stability the hip provides to the movement. So try it out for yourself and you will experience what I'm talking about. We are going to do 20 swings on each leg. So that's 1, 2, 3, 20 like this back and forth on one leg, the other leg, and 20 to side to side. Now let's move on to the third warm-up exercise. For the third warm-up exercise, we are going to explore the mobility of the hips. So I'm going to sit down onto the mat. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We're going to sit in a hand-supported position. Open our legs out as much as we can in our current ability. We're simply going to restrict one leg. It can be either one. I'm going to restrict my right leg and move the other leg as much inside down to the mat as I can and as much outside down to the mat as possible. Now I'm going to restrict the other leg and go for this one the same way, in and out. Things to care about is to keep your breathing stable throughout the movement. Don't keep it locked up. We're going to repeat 10 on each side. So that's 1, 2, 3, so on the right leg and the left. We are now going to learn 4 essential stretches that will help make your movement more smooth. The first one is the lunge. For the lunge, is simply going to step a little back, take your biggest step forward and try to come in this position. Things to watch out in this position: do not have your knee sticking out of your toe. Have your ankle right under your knee, don't have it going out. That's going to put a lot of strain in this part of your body, which we don't want right now. And we're going to hold this stretch. Once you've held it for a while, you're going to put your hands down, put your back leg up and start pumping the same stretch. My back is straight. I do that by looking ahead and simply pump as much as I'm able to. To go back, change the leg and do the same thing with the other leg. We're going to hold the lunge position for 20 seconds. If you can take it up to 40 seconds, that's great. And then pump every lunge for 20 times. The second stretch is the squat. This squat is a little different from our usual squat where we keep our feet together. We're in fact going to open our feet out so that the hip gets space to sit right in, as well as gets a deep stretch that we don't typically do. We're going to sit right in. You can simply take some support from somewhere you can hang using your hands, or you can also go a little bit inside and support it with your elbows on your knees. We're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to hold it initially as it opens our hips up and then pump it a few times. Hold the squat for 20 seconds leading up to 40. Do 20 pumps in the center and then 20 total side to side, going 1, 2, 3, 4 like so. Let's move to the third stretch of the day. The third one is called the side sit-up. For the side sit-up, we are going to actually turn around to one side, open our legs as if in a standing split. We are going to try to keep one leg straight and put our entire weight on the other one. Things to notice here is that the leg that has my weight, it's great if I can be on the full foot and not on the toes. Notice this foot. The knee and the toe are pointing up so that the entire inner leg and hamstring and the relationship with the hip gets a good stretch. I'm simply going to come up from here and go on the other side. What we're going to do is we're going to hold each side sit up and then after the holds, shift from side to side. Do the holds for 20 seconds each and the shifting for 20 times total like so. That's 1 and 2, the hands are out to balance, 3 till 20. The fourth and the last stretch is the pigeon pose. We're going to go back down onto the ground. You can start like this in a 90-90 angle for both the legs. Slowly we want to straighten the back leg and put our weight onto the center. So while I was facing this way, I'm now going to turn my pelvis to face the front. If you find this too challenging, there is a progression of this that you can do at a certain height. Let me show you how that works. We're going to now do the same pigeon pose on this height. Put your leg in front of you. Things to watch out here is don't put your knee too far out so that it's in front of your chest. Instead, push your knee more to the outside towards the side of the leg, and it's alright if your ankle starts coming in front of your chest. This way your hip gets a deeper stretch. Simply going to hold this. You can add two movements here. You can either bend forward for a deeper stretch, or with the back leg you can start going a little bit down, again making the stretch deeper. The reps would be 20 seconds hold in this position. If you choose to do this one, then 20 seconds hold in that position as well. And for pumps, which are going with your knee going down this way, you're going to do 10 on each leg. That's all the stretches for your hips. Now let's move on to the walks. The first walk is the high knees walk. You're going to bring your knee up to your chest, not literally, but towards the direction of your chest. Try not to bring it up this way with your heel going to your hip. Drop your leg under your knee and just bring it up this way. That's 1, 2. To add a challenge to all your standing walks, you can also choose to take your arms up like this and continue the same walk. We're going to do 30 to 50 steps of this, counting 1, 2, 3, like so till 30. The second walk is the side high knees. You're going to do the same thing that you did for the high knees, but you're just going to lift your leg sideways like so. You're going to turn your leg at your pelvis and lift it up sideways. Sideways. Same rules apply. Don't take your heel to hip. Just drop your leg under your knee and start moving sideways. And we're going to do 30 to 50 steps of this as well, counting 1, 2, 3 and so on. The third is kicks walk, and we're going to do 3 variations in this one umbrella. We're going to kick in forward direction first, so simply start walking and with one step forward with your other leg kick in the forward direction. Things to watch out for here is how I'm maintaining my plane of movement, how I'm not letting my knee bend, so I'm not kicking like this. I'm doing that so that my hip engages in the lifting and the leg is just like a weight for my hip. Going to lift. And the third observation is how I'm not swinging my leg. So don't do like this. Don't use your swing to kick, but your strength and flexibility to lift the kick. For the forward kicks walk, this is the forward kicks walk. The repetitions are the same, 30 to 50 kicks. So that's counting 1 kick, 2 kick, 3. The second variation is a side kick walk. So I'm going to maintain my axis. Now thing to watch out for here is I'm not going to turn my toe outwards. It's going to stay how it is. And I'm simply going to lift my leg in this way. Lift, step, lift, step. I can lift small if I'm not able to lift a lot right now. Going for 30 to 50 kicks. The last variation is the back kick. So we're going to maintain the axis and start kicking back. You can add arms in upward direction, forward direction, side direction. If you want to add some challenge to these walks, they will look like this. If I add my arms up and do the same walk, it looks like this. Going to do 30 to 50 of the back kicks as well. And that's your kick segment. Now we're going to learn some important static holds that would benefit the strength and mobility of our hip. So the holds that we are going to do for the hip, the first set is the kick holds. The same kicks that you learnt in the walks, we are simply going to start holding the kicks in the different directions. Let's start by holding the forward kick. You're going to lift the kick to your level of ability. If it's here, that's great. If it's here, then hold it there. If it's up here, hold it there. Try to maintain a good axis. It's important to look at my pelvis right now. A common mistake is that in an attempt to lift our kick higher, we start responding by rotating our pelvic area. I'm going to show you how that is generally. Say if my ability to lift my kick is here, but I'm losing my balance or I'm aspiring to lift it here and not realizing that in the process my pelvic area is turning. This is a mistake we want to avoid to benefit from this exercise. We're going to hold this on both legs for up to 20 seconds. If you can go up to 40 seconds, that's excellent. Doing it twice on each leg is great. Now let's do our side kick hold, just like we did the forward kick hold. We want to keep our toe pointing forward. Simply shift your weight on the other leg. Lift this leg up. Don't let your pelvis twist. And just hold while breathing normally. Keep holding. If you can lift it higher, that's great. If not, stay where you're comfortable. We're going to do this on each leg 2 times, holding for 20 seconds each time, going up to 40 seconds if possible. Now let's move on to the third kick hold, that's the back kick hold. Keep the axis and just lift your back kick up and hold it in a relaxed position. We're going to do 2 sets of this on each leg, holding each repetition for 20 seconds, going up to 40 seconds if possible. The last hold is the wide squat hold. We're going to open our legs a little wider than our hips and try to turn your feet just a little out, not entirely out like so, not entirely front, just a little out, perhaps at 30 to 45 degrees. And we're going to go down with our hip in the center. Things to watch out for is that the leg distance should be such that your knees are not going out of your toes when you go down into the squat. If your hip can come in line with the knee, that's great. If you can go deeper, that's awesome. We're going to hold the wide squat for as much as 30 seconds. This is really easy to build up your strength into. So I challenge you to take it up to 2 minutes. 30 seconds 2 times is great. The last segment, we're going to learn some movement-based exercises because as you know, parkour generally requires the body to work in complete coordination. all the body parts work together to bring out the maximum ability of the body. So this last segment really helps you connect all the little bits you've learned before this to help the body perform in certain ways. We're going to do 3 movement based exercises. The first one is shifting from lunge to side sit-up, and it goes like this. Spread your legs out. We're going to go for lunge on one side as we've learned before. From here we are going to stay low. You're not allowed to stand up. Stay as low as you can and shift to a side sit-up. From the side sit-up, shift to the next side sit-up. And from this side sit-up, shift to lunge position. Notice how I'm trying to stay true to the axis of each movement. So I'm in lunge, side sit-up, chain side sit-up, back to lunge. It helps me build a really strong coordination of what my hip is able to do, and I might need to recruit that at any point during my parkour performance. The reps for these are like this. We are going to count going all the way to one side and coming back as 1. So I'm going to start with my lunge on the left side. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, going back, 1, 1, 1. Starting with my left side, that was 1 rep. We're going to do 5 from the left side and 5 from the right side. Let's move on to the second exercise. The second walk is lunge walk with twisting. The lunge walk helps us build strength for all the muscles that support the hip. We're going to take 1 step forward and understand how the lunge walk is first. Once we know how the lunge walk works, we're going to open our arms out this way, and for every step we take, we are going to twist into the step. So if I'm going to step forward with my left leg, I'm going to step and then twist towards my left side. Come back, right, twist towards my right side. We're going to go so on for 10 steps, and we're going to do 3 rounds of these 10 steps. The last walk for our hips is the side sit-up walk. I really like this walk personally. It's like a nice, challenging and hip opening walk. We're going to go down on one side, shift to the side squat on the other side. At this point, you're allowed to use your hands for support. Even come to the ball of your feet to pull the other leg in. We're going to now extend this leg out and do the same thing again. Pull it in. And we're going to do this 10 times on one side, 10 times on the other. It's great if you can do 2 sets. I really do wish these videos are helping you move better, do awesome parkour, and making your body move better in general in your daily lives. If you do like what we are doing and want to send us an encouraging word, please subscribe to our channel, share this video, and if you can post a video of your practice on Instagram and tag us, we would be over the moon. Thank you for watching. You're great as always. I'll see you soon again.